Okay, this is the auction for the 1968 Rover P6 V8. I'll give you a quick once around the whole car, just so you can sort of try and gauge what you're looking at. So she's a fairly solid motor all over. The panels are in excellent condition, no dents, scrapes, scratches, paintwork in my eyes is very, very good for best part of 40 years plus. Polishes up well. Okay, that's the once around. Okay, inside the doors, generally all okay, a little bit of bubble here and there, nothing structural, a little bit of surface rust at the bottom of the back door. So she's fairly, that's just a bit of nothing. She's fairly sound, all in the usual rock places. Under the seats she's all solid, there's no wet mess or rust or anything of the sort. The seats are in generally unsatin condition. Fronts have suffered a little bit over the years, but again, nothing a few screws and a bit of know-how won't fix. Obviously driver's side seat's got the most wear, but it adds to the style of the car really. It's 40 years plus. Interior panels are generally all okay. Driver's side door, this is the worst door. As I say, I got the panel off at the moment, panels down the garage. I'd say 95% of the door's still solid. That's the worst part on the whole car. The worst part of rust. To say, new doors you can pick up on eBay, or just cut it out and weld a new piece of metal, depends on how good you are. Still, I say, the panels are down the garage, the panels all in good nick. That's the floor, the original floor. No doubt a little bit of water got in over the past 40 years, but none in the time that I've had her. As I say, she's always been fairly dry. All fairly solid still. I say this. It's all solid still, so nothing to really worry about. Original radio, new gator. As I say, the speedometer don't work at the moment, but I think it's something to do with the actual clock itself. Again, replacements on eBay. Rev counter's not wired up yet, but again, simple enough job to do. There's the panels. Roof lining's all over. A-OK, I think, yeah. Yeah, not too bad. Chrome work's all pretty good. Say with the driver's door, you just have to give it a little push to shut, and then what I do, I just put the lock down to make sure it doesn't open. So it shuts okay. Boot area, so it's had new lights, back and front, headlights, well second hand units anyway, but cleaned up. Boots, pretty much as they always are, showing a little sign of a little bit of surface rust, but nothing serious. Brand new boot lid, badges, number plates, all brand new aluminium boot lid. Around the battery, it's all okay under there, it's all solid. Again, a little bit of surface stuff, but nothing too serious, you know. Under the spare wheel, it's all solid. Petrol tank and all the rest of it behind this black Ford. That's the jack area. I've got the original jack down the garage. That's the worst part of the boot really, but again, it's all still solid. Just needs a strip down of the paint and a repaint, to be quite honest with you. That's just around the, say the boot don't leak, nothing like that, so all chuck's okay, new boot lid lock. As I say, it's a 95% and has been a project. It's got the Nada bonnet, Nada scoops. Close them off for the winter time or summer time, it's up to you. So the engine was, when I bought the car, I was told around about the 50,000 mile mark. I deemed it too expensive to basically rebuild the whole engine, so I decided on just a top end rebuild. As I say, these engines are pretty tough, and since the top end rebuild, new camshaft, new cogs, new timing chain, new valve springs, SD1 heads, HOLLEY carb, Offenhausen manifold. Since the rebuild, I've had no trouble with the engine as such. It should last a few more years before having to undergo a full rebuild again, you know. Let's say it started out as just a bit of a toy, bit of a pet project really. New clutch master. Down the bottom there's a new brake master. All new fluids, the fluids don't leak. New relay box, starter relay, brand new power steering box. New sports coil, new air filter, alternators reconditioned, or it was about a year ago. It's running the standard distributor, which would have been points, that have since been replaced with the AccuSpark magnetic pull trigger effect. So it works okay. I have a few little ups and downs with it now and then, but what it really needs is a brand new electronic piece, and hopefully that will sort out the one or two misfires that sometimes occur with it, you know. I mean, once it's warm it generally runs okay. It's just that first, you know, 500-600 foot in the morning, it's a little bit pissy, but as I say, nothing a new distributor won't sort out, hopefully. As I say, she's all fairly straight. All the grills have been cleaned up, new badge, new second-hand lights, all new lighting. The backs of these are all rust, and these are all like brand new basically. New original headlamps both sides. As I say, she's a car in my mind that's worth her money, and I ain't gonna let her go cheap. So, well, I'm prepared to meet sort of halfway. So, give me a message, give me a ring. My name's Adam. I'll leave it down to you. Thanks for viewing.